And yes, it is hard to know that sometimes politics comes in the way of friendships. And I think JD made this clear in his own response. It is hurtful and it is sad.
Usha Vance has always preferred blending into the background, and she wouldn't have it any other way. Her sharp legal mind had been her greatest asset, until she met JD Vance. Now, stepping into the spotlight, Usha opens up about what it truly means to stand by JD's side. What sacrifices did she make to protect his political ambitions? How will this revelation impact them both? Join us as Usha Vance finally breaks her silence, revealing what no one expected. On a cold January morning in 2025, Usha stood gracefully in a deep blue silk sari at the inauguration, her presence symbolizing years of quiet sacrifices and careful choices. Behind her calm smile lay the story of a woman who gave up a promising legal career for the unpredictable world of politics. At 39, Usha's journey from Yale Law School to America's first Hindu second lady was unexpected. Born to Indian immigrants in California, she'd built a solid career at Munger, Tolles and Olson, excelling in civil cases. Her colleagues admired her brilliance, especially since she hadn't lost a case in her first 3 years. But when JD's political career soared, Usha had to make a life-changing decision. Maria Rodriguez, her former law partner, shared that leaving the firm wasn't the hardest part. It was walking away from the cases she had poured so much of herself into. One case that stood out was her fight for the voting rights of minorities in rural areas, a cause Usha had always believed in, especially after her time clerking for Chief Justice Roberts. Leaving her legal work was difficult, but Usha understood the bigger picture. The shift from lawyer to political spouse wasn't easy. She had to navigate the balance between her Indian heritage and American political expectations. At campaign events, she embraced her role and learned to be visible as her husband's career grew. Every appearance, outfit, and word was scrutinized. When critics attacked their interracial marriage, Usha stayed silent, focusing instead on raising their children and teaching them to embrace both their Hindu and Catholic backgrounds. The pressure mounted when JD became Trump's running mate. Usha's progressive legal background often clashed with the administration's views on diversity, which she had once championed. Yet, she navigated these challenges with grace, cleverly steering conversations at private events to shared ground. She created a home where different cultures blended, hosting dinners with both Indian and Midwestern dishes. The strain of balancing it all became evident in subtle ways. Friends noticed her absence from legal conferences and pro bono cases. The sharp lawyer who once thrived in federal courts now chose her words carefully. Even in silence, Usha made an impact, helping JD prepare for debates, shaping his message, and reaching out to new communities. Her Harvard Law Review articles shifted from constitutional law to political communication and public service. As Second Lady, curiosity about her grew. As the wife of JD Vance, Donald Trump's running mate, Usha would become the first Indian-origin Second Lady. People wondered if she would finally speak up for the immigrant experience in American politics and reconcile her progressive legal background with the administration's policies. Her answers could reshape how America views political partnerships. Usha's quiet sacrifices were mirrored by JD's troubled past. Growing up in Middletown, Ohio, in 1994, 10-year-old JD learned early about survival. After his mother's drug-fueled outburst, he sat in a police car, seeking brief comfort from the chaos. His mother's heroin addiction left him with empty fridges, late-night disappearances, and broken promises. His sister Lindsay, 4 years older and wise beyond her years, became his protector, sneaking him food and helping with homework. She shielded him from the troubled men who drifted in and out of their lives. But it was his grandmother, Mamo, who gave him stability. A tough woman with a .44 Magnum by her bed, Mamo made sure JD stayed on track, constantly reminding him he wouldn't end up like them. Her small home became his refuge, where excuses weren't tolerated, and doing homework was a must. In Mamo's strict household, JD began to imagine a different future. He devoured books on history and politics. His grades improved, but the shame of his past lingered. At school, he became skilled at making excuses for his mother's absence at parent-teacher conferences. At 19, JD joined the Marines, seeking an escape from Middletown's struggles. Boot camp gave him more than discipline. It gave him a new family, focused on shared goals. During his service, including time in Iraq, JD learned leadership lessons no classroom could offer. At Ohio State University, the difference between JD's past and present was stark. While others partied, he worked multiple jobs to pay bills, haunted by his past. Yet, he thrived, finishing his political science degree in under 2 years, proving his resilience. Yale Law School felt like an impossible dream, but JD pushed through. Even among future presidents and justices, his memories of Middletown lingered. Rather than escaping his past, JD used it to understand America's larger issues, bridging two worlds, his tough childhood and the polished halls of power. JD's experiences taught him survival isn't just about escaping. It's about remembering where you came from. But it was at Yale where fate intervened, leading to a life-changing connection. In Professor Amy Chua's constitutional law class, JD sat feeling out of place until Usha Chilukuri raised her hand. Usha, a confident, sharp Indian-American lawyer, challenged JD's views, drawing him in with her boldness. Their study sessions revealed surprising similarities. Usha's grandfather fought against caste discrimination, while JD's mama fought for his future. Their relationship blossomed at Yale. They shared their first kiss at Sterling Memorial Library and debated constitutional theory over coffee. But their differing cultures created challenges. JD felt out of place at his first dinner with Usha's family, and though they were welcoming, he sensed their quiet concerns. Likewise, he wondered how his own family would react to someone so different from them. Navigating their different worlds was a challenge for JD and Usha, especially as they faced cultural differences. The turning point came in 2013, when they organized a discussion group called Social Decline in White America, bridging gaps by exploring immigrant success and JD's childhood. Their relationship grew stronger as they supported each other through career challenges. Their 2014 wedding in Kentucky was a beautiful mix of cultures, blending Hindu and Baptist traditions with curry dishes alongside bourbon-glazed ham. Over the years, their home became a fusion of their backgrounds, with Usha teaching JD about vegetarian meals and meditation, while he shared Appalachian storytelling and country music. Their love story broke stereotypes, proving that love can transcend social boundaries. But as JD's political career grew, their relationship faced increasing challenges. Critics from both sides attacked their marriage, with far-right figures questioning JD's loyalty due to his interracial marriage. Behind closed doors, tensions rose as Usha's legal work clashed with JD's political positions. Despite the pressure, their relationship held strong. At campaign events, Usha skillfully dodged questions about controversial policies, while their children navigated the complexities of their mixed heritage. The 2024 Republican National Convention highlighted their struggles, as Usha spoke about their love story while facing uncomfortable silence from the audience. Even as political tensions grew, their relationship remained a sanctuary. At home, they embraced both their traditions, raising their children to honor both sides of their heritage. Yet, in the political world, many questioned whether their love story would eventually become a cautionary tale about the personal cost of political ambition. Their relationship, once a symbol of diversity, is now a reflection of America's ongoing struggles with identity, power, and unity. Behind the scenes, JD pushed for policies on rural poverty, while Usha reshaped the role of the Second Lady, focusing on education for first-generation college students. As they navigated Washington, their story became a symbol of America's evolving identity. Their children continued traditions, blending Hindi prayers and Catholic grace, all while their impact on national politics grew. Will their journey reshape America's views on power, identity, and love? Only time will tell.